Chase Elliott has become the subject of intense discussion across the NASCAR world after several recent performances prompted comments from seven-time Cup Series champion Jimmie Johnson. As Elliott continues to position himself among the leading championship contenders in 2026, Johnson's observations have drawn significant attention from fans and analysts. The NASCAR legend believes Elliott has evolved into one of the most complete drivers in the garage, combining consistency, patience, and race-winning ability at a crucial stage of the season. Much of the attention surrounding Elliott stems from his remarkable consistency throughout the current campaign. After ending a lengthy winless streak and adding multiple victories to his resume this season, the Hendrick Motorsports driver has steadily strengthened his championship credentials. Johnson and several industry observers have highlighted Elliott's ability to maximize results even on weekends when he does not possess the fastest car on the track. The spotlight intensified following Elliott's recent success at major events, where his team repeatedly demonstrated strong execution and strategic decision-making. Analysts have noted that Elliott's approach mirrors qualities often associated with Johnson during his championship-winning years. Rather than relying solely on outright speed, Elliott has consistently accumulated points, avoided costly mistakes, and capitalized on opportunities when they arise. Johnson's comments have also focused on the changing nature of modern NASCAR competition. The Hall of Fame driver recently discussed how today's racing environment demands precision and adaptability because the competitive gap between teams has narrowed significantly. Within that context, Elliott's ability to remain near the front of the standings has impressed many veterans, including Johnson, who understands how difficult it is to maintain consistency in the current era. At the same time, Elliott's aggressive pursuit of victories has not been without controversy. His high-profile incident with Christopher Bell at Michigan generated widespread discussion throughout the NASCAR community. Elliott immediately accepted responsibility for the crash, a reaction that many observers viewed as a sign of maturity and accountability. The incident became one of the most talked-about moments of the season and further increased scrutiny surrounding the number 9 team. Rival drivers have taken notice of Elliott's growing momentum as the season progresses. Several competitors acknowledge that his combination of experience, confidence, and consistency makes him one of the most dangerous drivers in the championship battle. The fact that respected veterans such as Johnson continue to praise his development has only strengthened the perception that Elliott is emerging as one of the leading title favorites in 2026. Chase Elliott has become one of the hottest topics in the NASCAR Cup Series garage ahead of this weekend's race at Sonoma Raceway, with several rivals closely monitoring the momentum of the Hendrick Motorsports star. After a string of solid performances during the 2026 season, Elliott arrives at one of NASCAR's most challenging road courses, carrying growing expectations from fans, analysts, and competitors alike. His recent consistency has positioned him as a serious contender, making the driver of the number 9 Chevrolet one of the most closely watched figures entering race weekend. Much of the attention surrounding Elliott stems from his reputation as one of the strongest road course racers in modern NASCAR. Throughout his career, the former Cup Series champion has collected multiple victories on road courses and consistently demonstrated an ability to excel in technical racing environments. Sonoma Raceway's demanding layout appears well suited to Elliott's strengths, leading many rival teams to identify him as one of the drivers most likely to challenge for victory. The spotlight intensified after Elliott and the Hendrick Motorsports organization showed encouraging speed during recent races. While several championship contenders have experienced inconsistency, Elliott has steadily accumulated valuable points and maintained a position near the top of the standings. His ability to remain competitive week after week has drawn praise from observers, while also increasing concern among rivals who recognize the threat posed by a confident Elliott. Several drivers have acknowledged that Sonoma could play directly into Elliott's hands. The circuit's combination of elevation changes, heavy braking zones, and technical corners rewards precision and patience qualities that have become trademarks of Elliott's driving style. Rival teams understand that if the number 9 team finds the right setup early in the weekend, Elliott could become extremely difficult to beat over a long race distance. Adding to the discussion are Elliott's comments about the importance of execution on road courses. The Hendrick Motorsports driver recently emphasized that modern NASCAR competition leaves little room for mistakes, especially at tracks where strategy and track position can determine the outcome. Those remarks generated considerable conversation throughout the garage, with several competitors agreeing that Sonoma often punishes even the smallest errors. NASCAR analysts have also highlighted the growing confidence within the number 9 camp. Crew members and team officials appear increasingly optimistic about their chances heading into California, particularly given Elliott's history of performing well under pressure. Fans have echoed that sentiment across social media, where many believe Sonoma represents one of his best opportunities to secure another major victory during the 2026 campaign. Kyle Busch has once again become one of the most talked about figures in NASCAR, with his recent performances and outspoken attitude drawing intense attention from several legends of the sport. As the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series season continues, the two-time Cup champion remains a driver capable of generating headlines both on and off the track. While his determination to return to victory lane has earned respect throughout the garage, some NASCAR veterans have openly discussed the challenges and pressures surrounding Busch's current campaign. Much of the recent attention has focused on Busch's relentless competitiveness despite a difficult stretch of results. NASCAR legends have praised the Richard Childress racing driver for maintaining his aggressive mindset even as younger drivers continue to reshape the competitive landscape. Many former champions believe Busch's refusal to lower his expectations is one of the reasons he remains a threat every time he takes the green flag. The spotlight intensified following several races in which Busch displayed strong speed but failed to secure the results he was seeking. Veteran analysts and former drivers noted that Busch continues to show race-winning potential, yet a combination of bad luck, strategy setbacks, and on-track incidents has prevented him from converting opportunities into victories. Those performances have fueled discussions about whether the veteran star is on the verge of a breakthrough or facing one of the most challenging periods of his career. Several NASCAR legends have also commented on Busch's influence within the modern Cup Series garage. They point out that younger competitors still measure themselves against the veteran driver because of his remarkable achievements and reputation for extracting maximum performance from his equipment. Even when he is not winning races, Busch remains one of the drivers most capable of influencing the outcome of major events through his racecraft and experience. At the same time, some former drivers have highlighted Busch's aggressive approach as a source of ongoing debate. Throughout his career, he has built a reputation for speaking openly and racing with intensity, qualities that have earned both admiration and criticism. NASCAR veterans acknowledge that this competitive fire has been essential to his success, but they also recognize that it continues to place him under constant scrutiny from fans, media, and rivals alike. The discussion surrounding Busch has expanded beyond race results and into his legacy within the sport. However, they also believe that every additional victory strengthens his standing and reinforces his impact on future generations of drivers. As a result, many observers continue to watch his performances with heightened interest. As the season progresses, Kyle Busch remains one of NASCAR's most compelling storylines. Bubba Wallace heads into the upcoming NASCAR Cup Series race at Sonoma Raceway, carrying renewed confidence and growing ambitions as he looks to strengthen his position in the championship standings. The 23 Ultimate Racing driver has shown flashes of speed throughout the 2026 season, and with the playoff battle becoming increasingly intense, Sonoma represents a critical opportunity to secure a strong result.